These are some of our best public land whitetail hotspots.
And today we are talking about creek horns. As we said before, more often than not, public land is going to be in or around a river system or riparian area. A lot of times these areas are considered like kind of unwanted by agriculture or development, but for hunters it's a really good thing because it's a place deer really like to be. One of the things that we've found out from hunting public land is that deer like to travel with the river system, with the creek. However they're walking around, it's usually going to be parallel to that water. So the feature that we're going to talk about today is imperative to learning how to hunt those type of systems, right, Tyler?
Mm-hmm. That's right, man. So we're talking about creek horns today, and a creek horn essentially is a place on the creek.
Say it, but slower. What are you saying?
Creek corn.
Creek corn.
No, it's creek horn.
Creek
it sounds
horn.
like creek corn, but there is corn in this country.
Corn.
We're looking at Iowa today again, and this is corn country, so there might be creek corn as well. This is a creek horn with a H. It's a horn of a creek. And so the creek system tends to move in a general flow direction, right?
Snaky.
At some point when it flattens out, it can tend to do these big like oxbows is what they call them. And so it can come way out in some cases. And when it comes way out, the deer that are traveling that particular creek system have to bend out with it if they don't want to cross the creek. So we're looking at one here today, another good spot that KC found. And it comes up next to a ridge. Talk why that is important.
Yeah, this is a place that I really don't even know if I want to tell y'all, but it's Iowa, so it's kind of hard to draw and kind of hard to find. This is a public land place that Tyler and I have hunted in Iowa, or an area at least. This creek horn comes up and almost tippy touches the end of a ridge. And it's like a double pinch pretty much at this point in time.
Steep ridge too.
Steep, yeah, very steep, heavy, tall, whatever adjective you want to use, ridge.
Yeah.
So usually on public land, there's not a lot of factor as the direction or where a deer is going to walk. You don't have like a food source that the deer are going to that you can hunt them on. So what you're trying to do is figure out just how to maybe increase the amount of deer per yardage that you have coming in front of you, okay? And that's what you can do right here where this ridge and this creek horn come together. This ridge is coming up from the south, and it's going to pinch right down right into the point of this creek horn. And literally, if you do a line distance right here from the creek horn to the ridge is 190 feet. Now, if you do a little bit of math, 190 feet.
A little over 60 yards.
Yeah, a little over 60 yards. You can set up there and legitimately think that you can get a shot at almost every deer that is going to come and walk between the horn of that ridge and that creek. Deer don't like to go up and down ridges. They're lazy, just like they don't like to cross creeks. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of working with the laziness of the deer here to be able to get shots at whitetails.
And being that it's only like 63 yards or so there, you're going to be able to see most of the deer at the very least that come through that area or that are close to you, especially as the leaves drop and you get into November. And the thing that's good about that is if you're hunting in November and you can see deer that are close to you, even if they're not going to come within range of you, you can call to them. And I think that what you've got on both sides of this particular pinch right here is some big flats that we might think of as like a rut flat. It's just an area where deer can see a long ways in there because it's flat and they can see through that, you know, understory, and they can see each other. So as a gregarious species, they're able to see each other and go find each other and hang out and do the things that they like to do in November, which is a good time to be hunting. So yeah. Anyway, I think that as these deer travel this creek system and look amongst these rutting flats here, they're going to end up pinching down right by you. It's going to be great. It also looks like there might be maybe a bean field right here to the west. So like you could think that in the morning deer might be coming from here or going to it in the evening and coming through and coming down that creek system. They're going to come through that pinch.
It's going to be a good hunting spot no matter what time of year you're hunting, and then as the rut ramps up, it's just going to get better and better as bucks travel around.
Yeah, I agree, man. So if you like this and you appreciate that, leave us a comment, subscribe, and also there's a video right here for our next public land hotspot that you need to check out as well. So click that, and remember, this is your element.
Live in it.